A few days ago, while I was out on my Uber Eats shift, something happened that I had never ever seen before. So originally I was just going to be doing a normal kind of ride along vlog, taking you guys with me while I was multi-apping using Uber Eats, Instacart, and Lyft. But this was just something that I had to highlight because it could be really bad if we start seeing more things like this. So I'm just gonna let the shift play out and you guys can see what happened because it's kind of insane. So today we started our shift at 2 o'clock and I did a Lyft ride, which ended up being super good because it took me into a really good area for Instacart and Uber Eats, probably the best area for Instacart. And that one was worth $14, but he tipped me $7 in cash. So it ended up being $21, took me 30 minutes to get done. And then I immediately got an Instacart batch, which we're on our way to do right now, $7.50. I believe it's just 7 items from Smith's and it's like 2 miles. So should be able to get that done super fast. And then we're already at $28 for the day. So starting off the shift great. I'm using my multi-apping strategy that I talked about in my last video. So we'll see how things go. So far, so good. Let's go get this Instacart batch done. Okay, so we just had a great first hour. That Lyft ride that I did ended up tipping me $4 in the app as well, so $11 tip total. And so we made $33 in our first hour. Just absolutely great. Then I'm driving back to that Smith's to park and wait for my next order. And then I get this Uber Eats order, something I've never ever seen before. It's this right here. It doesn't show the order pay. It just says 5 minutes away. Like, what the heck is this garbage? I guess Uber Eats is hiding the order pay now. I don't know. I'm so confused by it. So I took it because I was like, well, I got to see what's up with this. How much am I going to get paid for it? So in the order, it says that it's 5 minutes away from where I was. And then it doesn't give you the miles that you're going to be driving to drop off the order. So I was like, okay, that's confusing also. But I just picked it up and check this out. It says it's gonna take me 24 minutes and 15 miles to drop it off. I'm extremely curious as to what the order total is gonna be. I mean, this is so weird. Are they changing their pay structure to where it's more like Uber and Lyft, where it's just based on the miles you drive and how long it takes you to get the order done? I have no idea. This is literally coming out of nowhere, but we're gonna go get it done and we'll see what the breakdown is after we complete it. This is wild. All right, guys, it is now 6:30 and a bunch of stuff has been going on. It's been super busy and crazy and all sorts of things. And I actually just got another Instacart, which I'm actually going to accept. But basically, that Uber Eats drop-off, just a one-off random weird garbage that hasn't happened the rest of the day. So originally what I thought is that maybe they were transitioning into that. And like with the new update that I got, this is how the orders were going to be. This was the first Uber Eats order I saw all day. So I go and drop it off and get this. It was only a $4 net fare, and the order ended up only being $7. So I think in total I drove like 17 miles for that order, and the base pay was $4. So that right there is just an absolute joke. And so that kind of screwed up my entire dollar per mile ratio for the whole day. But I had to take it because I had to see what was going on. Then after that, I got a massive Lyft ride, which thankfully saved our pay for the day because it ended up being huge, $32, and I think I did it in like 50 minutes or something like that. But then I took an hour-long break to go home, walk my dog, eat some dinner, and came back out on my shift, had a scheduled Lyft ride, which was nice, and then completed this Uber Eats order real quick too. So that is where we stand right now. And yeah, that one Uber Eats order, now all I'm seeing is regular orders. So let me know down in the comments if you guys are seeing that style of order where they don't tell you how long it is, or they don't tell you how far the drop off is from the restaurant. They don't tell you the miles you're driving, and they don't tell you the order pay. Because if this is something that they're incorporating to get the garbage orders delivered, where they just don't tell you what the order pay is, they hide it completely, then that is just downright messed up and is a downright problem if that starts becoming a thing across all platforms, and if it becomes just how all orders are, because that would take away all opportunities to multi-app. That would take away all opportunities to cherry pick. I mean, it would really throw a wrench into all strategy and using multiple apps and making as much money as we can. So let me know if you guys are seeing that, because that would be a huge problem. I will keep you guys posted on if I see any more like that throughout the rest of this shift. I'm hoping I don't. But yeah, so far, just to update you guys on the earnings, I've made $87 in a little less than 3.5 hours. So hourly, we're still doing great. I've driven about 105 miles, so the dollar per mile ratio isn't the best, but we had that garbage Uber Eats, so obviously that's going to do it. But I got this Instacart batch, which I'm going to go do right now, and we'll see if I can get an Uber Eats kind of maybe at the same time. I don't know, we'll see. So I finished the day actually making pretty good money, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about this new Uber Eats order that I've never seen before, which is honestly a huge problem. If we start seeing more orders like this, where they just can't get a really bad order delivered, and so they just take away showing the order total, and that's how they're going to get these bad orders delivered from now on, that's a really big problem. And if we start seeing this incorporated in DoorDash's pay and things like that, this could be a really big deal. Because if we can't see the order pay, then like I kind of touched on already, then it makes it extremely hard to multi-app, and it also makes it to where you're completely in the dark on your pay, which we don't want. And as independent contractors, I'm pretty sure that's illegal to do. So luckily, I didn't see any more orders like this the rest of the day. It was pretty consistent with Uber Eats, and I mean, I was just seeing regular, normal paying orders. But yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments if you guys see orders like this regularly, or if you have seen them before, or maybe I'm just like late to something. But this is definitely the first time I've seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like it on DoorDash, and I know that they used to do this on Uber and Lyft. They wouldn't show you the miles you were driving, and I don't think they showed you the pay. I don't know. I haven't been doing Uber and Lyft as long as I've been doing food delivery, so I could be wrong about that. But I know that they definitely hid the miles you were driving, and I don't think you knew the drop-off location. So if things are heading this way, where we're just going to be more and more in the dark, when we've been trying so hard to get more and more transparency, then this is a huge step backwards. And what's funny is, like, it was such a bad order, which is what makes me even more concerned. Because if it was a really good order and they were just like changing their pay structure into something that incorporated more of the Uber rideshare pay structure, then I wouldn't be as concerned. But considering that the base pay was still only $4 for 17 miles and it was a really bad order, makes me think they're doing this to just cover up the orders that don't get delivered. So anyways, yeah, definitely let me know what you guys are seeing out there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll keep you guys updated as best as I can on things that I'm seeing like this. But yeah, definitely concerning. Anyways, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video.